first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Texans will extend their lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Chiefs, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
31-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson a give. This is Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Chiefs 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
David Johnson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson on the move to his left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Hardman on the return.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that one will fall incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
The first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Watkins alone on the left side. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because, to me, there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Mahomes firing complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
13-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of...
And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 12 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Mahomes going to throw it here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Texans' 7-yard line.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's just 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
19 yards.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time